Thank you very much for tuning in to 98.4 Capital FM. This is your number one station for the very best mix of music. You are hanging out with the number one comrade, Comrade Wyclef Ngoye. Attention! Welcome to the Night Road Show. This is the most interactive, the most educative, the most informative, and the most entertaining night show on earth, where I give you that opportunity to say it as it is. That's why I have got the very best lineup of programs just for you. In the next hour, I'm going to help you find love on our Find You Me Love session. But before that, I just want to know how you spent your day. Call me on 0729 462 931. You can also text me on 22494. Remember, the conversation goes on the social media. My official Facebook fan page is Wyclef Ngoye the Comrade. My Twitter handle is @Wyclef Ngoye. And just in case you want to drop me a mail, my email address is wyclefngoye@capitalfm.co.ke. This is the only show where I don't spare the road, because if I spare the road, I spoil the show. Who am I to do that? So you can just cast your burdens, sorrows, and worries onto me. I'm here as the number one comrade to share with you, to play you the very best mix of music, and I promise it is going to be the best mix of music. That music that is going to hype you and soothe your night. Coming up is our starting anthem, and that is the Fimbo ya Pili by the Grandpa recording artists, Fimbo Ina Chapa. Stay tuned. So, who is Wyclef Ngoye? I am 22 years old, turning 23 by 1st June this year. I am the firstborn in a family of 6, 3 sisters and 2 brothers with a single parent, my mom. A college dropout, and I dropped out of college due to lack of school fees. At the college, I was undertaking studies in international relations and diplomacy. During this transition between dropping out of college and beginning to realize my potential, I learned one thing, that age is always a number, and it really doesn't matter. Because of the hard time, I really went through the hard time, very hard times, but this really made me who I am. When I began realizing my potential, I joined the Kenya National Theatre fraternity as a performing artist and a creative writer, whose work is to identify, nurture, and develop ideas into concepts that are life relevant. And I'm also an events organizer, though small scale. So what makes me know that I am the one Capital FM is looking for is the fact that I have got this voice, the voice that captures the audience, the voice that is going to make the audience get glued, be glued to the show. I am also a creative writer, and being creative is really going to help me develop these segments of the show, the segments that will always relate to the audience, the segment that will always make the listener be interactive, be educated, and be informed, and more so, the segment that is really going to make the audience, or who is my major worry, be entertained. Now, Capital FM has brought this opportunity, and many times people think that these are always opportunities of a lifetime, so they tend to try. To me, I dream it, find it, and do it. And I believe I am the capital one because I know that I am blessed and I am great. Being great is a fact that God has given to me in order to give back to his people. And I tend to always be close to people, tend to always relate to our people, and interactive, and educated, and informed, and an entertained people. And getting this platform is really going to help me. I want to always speak what the listener experiences, and this is why I really need this opportunity. I can tell you one thing, that I am not big. I also know I'm not bigger, but what I have to promise you, that I am the biggest presenter Capital FM is gonna have. So please, if you think I am the one, if you know that I am the one you want to be your role model, to represent you on a show, then what you need to tell me is to always have me as the capital one. When you need something bad enough, go out and fight for it. That's what Les Brown once said. So I am out to get this opportunity to represent you. But I have to tell you one thing, that it doesn't matter what my past looks like. What really matters is what I did to create an impact to other people's lives, so that they could get a positive change to them. Do you believe so? I am going to do something that I love, and this means that I'm not going to work any single day, but just look at how many opportunities I'm going to open within this opportunity. So please, you just know that I am the number one comrade in life for life. That comrade that will always think of you, the comrade that will always be a solution to your problems, and the comrade that will always represent you. Being that I'm going to do this show alongside renowned presenters, to me is a basic growth. The major achievement that will always matter to me is when I become part of solution to people's problems. Reaching out to people has always been my joy, thus them being satisfied is always my pride. In conclusion, I want to say this, that every search for a hero must begin with what every hero requires. Capital FM has brought this opportunity to get He Who Matters, to get the presenter, the Capital One. And I want this opportunity to be that Capital One. In short, I am the Capital One. Do you believe so? If you believe so, vote for me. Attention!